then when the French were far away enough from the shore, not be able to retreat, they were just they just closed them like that. And it was shocked. I'll also show you it by just one, because there is always persons in all these old big stories. So this is a French soldiers that was in the basket. They were like they had like this thing on the ships, and you have the baskets. We would climb the baskets. It's your turn, okay? And it was morning time. He had like it's nice, a small coffee. A croissant, just you can understand what I'm talking about.
Only she can.
Yes, I see a deep knowledge of this. And while he was, eating it, something bothered him.
British were everywhere.
Yeah.
So of course he made like a everyone started going on, people with the ropes and whatever, the sailor. And since and this I think you can understand, he was in a rush to go down. But he was, feeling sorry for the croissant, so he finished it very fast. Maybe you are going to die, so at least with some almond, die, with last pleasure. It's so human. And he was running down, and there was like chaos in the French ships because they didn't expect it. And I'll show you the difference, okay? Because this shows. Why? Because in the Louvre there is a nice picture. I don't know how it's called in French, but in English it's the Battle of Abukir. Okay, it's called because it was near the harbor of Abukir, just along the shore of Abukir. It's a nice oil painting, with ships and waves, very nice. And but it's not really was a battle. Why? Because the British cannons had longer range. Okay, so they, the French could not retaliate. If they shoot it, and they kept them like that. So they just destroyed the fleet. They destroyed them. Okay, so I'll show you the difference. Okay, and don't take it personally. It's just I know that you are okay. This is average French soldier in one of the French ships. It's something like that. Thank you. I like portraying massacres. It's make me good, So now noticed the difference between the British, and this is now I portray the British soldiers. Okay, this is an average British soldier on the parallel ship. Philip, would you like a cup of tea? Yes. I'm taking some biscuits from the kitchen. I think the French are drowning, don't you think? Yeah. Okay.
Great accent.
So they were jumping from the ships, Imagine, it's crazy, you want to survive, The ships are drowning. Some of the French soldiers were saved by holding a baguette. You hold for whatever you can, because you are, it's chaos. And some of them, they did survive, manage, because they managed to swim, all the way. But the ships were gone, that's it. You had like maybe two or three ships that remained from all the local fleet, French fleet in Egypt. He was furious. and he had like Napoleon Bonaparte. He see from the shore what's going on, and he had an immediate decision to go all the way, marching to what's today Israel. Then it was called South Syria. Okay, to conquer all the way to Syria, to what's today Syria, to open a passage to the east, you know, to the way, to the Asia, from Africa to Asia. And he was making it very quickly because he didn't have time. He knew that at that time there were storms, unlike now, there were storms in the Mediterranean Sea, okay? And it will be impossible for the British to chase him near the shores of what's today Israel. So what he decided to do is to make a military conquest, quick conquest on this time that he have, till he will have a passage to Asia. Eventually he had like more idea there, okay? So this is what was going on, okay? 12,000 soldiers were, you know, they were like in a form of 5 on 5, like this, standing like that. 12,000 soldiers, dressed up very nice, dressing with all this rifle, you know, with the. Okay, and okay, I'll show you how it was. It was something like that. This is a French high-rank officer behind me. And he was marching. He get an order from Napoleon Bonaparte. And 12,000 French soldiers were marching through Sinai Desert like this. After 3 weeks in the desert, it was more like this. And they were conquering El Arish. Maybe you know the places, Gaza, all these places, all these cities with walls on the way. And then they were arriving here. And just had a siege, you know, all around the old city. 12,000 men, you know, like this, waiting. And then you can get an idea why Napoleon Bonaparte is called a military genius. Because when the order was given, it's 12,000 soldiers that were around the city all together. When the order was given, were waving the tricolor flag up. The Turks did not have a chance. Why? See for yourself. No deodorant. The first chemical warfare. Yes. After 3 weeks in the desert, it can be quite horrific. Okay. I see that you witnessed one of these things. Maybe in the metro.
Maybe, yes.
Yes. It can happen. Can happen here. It can happen everywhere. And they managed to conquer Jaffa. And okay, not to cut the long story short, because there is lots about Napoleon in this place, but we have like 4,000 years of history, so we have more stories. So I'll just state that he was going all the way to Akko. Akko is a city in the north of Israel, also surrounded by walls in the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, and this he was unable to conquer. He was unable. And why? It was a very strong army, the French army then. It was undefeatable. But He didn't have the big cannons because he didn't have the ship, so he can't bring the big cannons. He got just bring the small cannons, and they got help, the government of Akko from Russia with supplies because they didn't like the Turks, the French here, not because they like the Turks or something. And the British helped them with helping making the walls thicker till the time they took them to go to the north. It was ready as a very with supply with everything, so they were not able. And they went back. I tried it, it didn't work. That's